the bulletin, let's tell you how the Union Ministry of Foreign Affairs has doused Mamata Banerjee's wishes to rename her state to Bangla from West Bengal, while citing diplomatic confusion over a similarity with a neighbouring Bangladesh. In fact, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has stated that there may be confusion with neighbouring Bangladesh if West Bengal is to be renamed as Bangla. Well, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, remember, had been very keen on this name change as she wanted the state to climb up the alphabetical ladder and claimed that the name change will help the state create a new identity for itself. However, the opposition has opposed the name change because, in its view, the current name reflects the state's troubled past of going through partition with Bangladesh. That's an interesting story coming in. Remember, Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, all along has been saying that the name West Bengal, considering there is no longer an East Bengal, and they had to face and were scarred by the partition between a larger state of Bengal, has scarred the history and also the people of West Bengal, and now she had insisted that the name ought to be changed by Bangla. However, her hopes have been quashed. Well, let's go across to Saurabh Sanyal, who's joining us with more on this. Saurabh, if you can explain to us the rationale of the MEA for shooting down the suggestion by Mamata Banerjee.
This has come indeed as a huge embarrassment for Mamata Banerjee, because she had claimed the day that the West Bengal Assembly had adopted this resolution, Meghna, that it was a historic day and that West Bengal would henceforth become Bengal in English and Bangla in Bengali and Bengal in Hindi. But that clearly is not what the centre now wants, because the Ministry of External Affairs has turned down Mamata Banerjee's proposal, so her wish list has, absolutely is bearing no fruit, so to say. So the Ministry of External Affairs has clarified its position and has said that it is not possible, essentially, to give in to Mamata Banerjee's demands, since it is going to lead to a diplomatic confusion, because the neighbouring country is Bangladesh, so Bangla and Bangladesh would be very, very similar. Also, the other point that the Ministry of External Affairs has raised is the fact that the state should have a name which should be identical and should be pronounced in the same way in all languages, because Mamata had proposed 3 different versions of the name of the state, like Bengal in English, Bangla in Bengali, and Bengal in Hindi. So that is something that the government is not the government at the centre is not agreeing to. So clearly, this for the left and the BJP and for the Congress in West Bengal, this definitely proves the point, because they were opposed to this name change demand that had been put forth by Mamata Banerjee.
But Saurabh, why was Mamata Banerjee so very keen on getting the name of West Bengal changed? What was she hoping to arrive and hoping to gain from it?
Let's just try and put this in perspective. In 2001, when the left-front government was ruling West Bengal, then Buddhadev Bhattacharya, the chief minister, had cleared the renaming of the state to Paschim Banga. And at that point in time, too, the central government, which was then headed by Atal Bihari Vajpayee, didn't accept the suggestion, and but however, Calcutta became Kolkata at that point in time. So Mamata Banerjee clearly, while taking a dig at the left at that point in time, when she decided to change the name of the state, she went on to say that whenever there were meetings, official meetings that were scheduled, West Bengal's name or turn came at the fag end of the meeting, because the nomenclature of the state decides as to who gets a chance to speak when. So clearly, Mamata felt that instead of West Bengal getting a chance at the list of towards the end of a list of 29 states during official meetings, she thought that with Bangla being the new name, that the state will be bumped up the queue in the national meeting. So that is also something that the chief minister had said. But this decision to change the name of the state, Mamata Banerjee clearly had run it through the intelligentsia of the West Bengal, and prominent citizens were involved in this process, and which is when the name was proposed and it was unanimously passed in the West Bengal Assembly. But now we'll have to wait and see that how the West Bengal government or the Trinamool Congress reacts to this this new development in the case.
Well, absolutely. This development just happened. We are going to wait for a reaction from the TMC. But knowing Mamata Banerjee, she certainly wouldn't go down without a fight. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for joining us. But with